the 9.
Now that Christmas is over, it's time to take down the tree, and you can dispose of those live trees while still being eco-friendly. Here's how.
So there's lots of ways to creatively recycle your Christmas tree.
While some parks programs, like Oakland County, have decided to pause their Christmas tree recycling program this year, fear not. We have some tips for how you can recycle your tree in eco-friendly ways.
So you can cut your Christmas tree up into smaller pieces. You just take the branches, and you can either use a saw or a chainsaw if you have one, and you can use those branches to insulate your garden. So if your garden is overwintering and you have sensitive plants, you can just lay them out in your garden where your plants will grow next spring, and it makes a great insulative barrier between your plants and the winter weather.
Good tip. What else?
If you're a little bit handy, you can also cut up the trunk of your Christmas tree and turn it into coasters or other wood crafts to use around your house. You can sand it and varnish it. It would make a really beautiful coaster or a little cheese plate or just something that you could use around the house.
Love it. Keep going.
So Christmas trees are really great to burn, but for outside bonfires, because they burn really hot and they burn really fast because they are so filled with sap. So it's a great thing to dry out outside and then have a big bonfire outside.
Be careful and safe with that one, and only outside. Then, when you're done, use the ash.
Once you burn your Christmas tree, you can definitely use the ash from the burned tree in your garden. It has a lot of potassium and lime in it, so you can spread it around your garden with plants that will tolerate that, and it acts as a great fertilizer.
Another option is to use the tree as a fish habitat in a pond or lake. But wait! You shouldn't do that without checking with officials first. Finally, if you just don't have time to do any of those options,
if you have the space, you can also use your tree as local wildlife habitat. You can just take the whole tree, put it out in your yard, and leave it. As it breaks down, it'll provide habitat for local birds and other small animals.
While you can still put your tree on the curb to haul away, these options are much better for the earth.
It's really important to make sure that we're using them sustainably, so it's important to buy local Christmas trees and then to recycle them in some way that gives back to the environment.